We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the New York Giants.
Set to kick off.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Taken in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Jones. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it. Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop.
2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Now Wilson. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. They go play action with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Giants.
On first down, Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Operating from the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And it's third down.
From the gun, Jones eluding the pressure right. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Though he's seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
That's good.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen.
Wilson's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
At the 41.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check 14.
Now it's Wilson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Wilson.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
On third down, Henry. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Rico Gafford, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Derrick Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Wilson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
The 19-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Giants' 20-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Switch.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. This is Henry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 29-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Operating from the gun, Jones will get this out to Barkley, complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
And the Giants.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Jones on first down. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
To number 87,
Sterling Shepard. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead.
Good.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 10-3. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Check. Well. Mike 54.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. The throw to the left side caught by Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Hey, alert 3. Hey, check 24. Easy.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. From the gun, Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Darius Slayton. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Evan Ingram.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half.
For the field goal, a 20.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through.
Is good.
And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So a capper there to a pretty good 1st half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Play action. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They'll run on first down. Coleman, and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
The tackle by...
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, here's Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his right. Looking for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys going to football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones is going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Looking for Shepard deep. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 5-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Wilson down around his goal line. Going for Metcalf on the deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Coleman now. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 40.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. The 20. Touchdown, Giants. Dion Lewis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. Past the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Giants.
On first down, Barkley. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's now
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's a sneak with Jones. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. the shotgun. They run with Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it again with Barkley. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Throwing now is Wilson. And right side, Henry's got it. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
Complete to Derrick Henry. That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Play action. Now Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Julian Love picks it. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road. So for the Giants, it's an important